Hello everyone, I am Pranjal Gandhe. I am a counseling psychologist and psycho-oncologist. I am trained in REBT and CBT therapy and I am specialized in psycho-oncology, that is counseling for a cancer patient. Today's our discussion topic of this conference is mental health issues in post-COVID scenario. COVID-19, a big pandemic, a global pandemic nowadays. It's raising a higher level, which creates not only health issues but also mental health issues. Our theme of Mental Health Awareness Month, that is October, is Mental Health for All. So, as our theme says, Mental Health for All, that means mental health for everyone, awareness program for everyone, treatment for everyone, not only the people who are suffering from mental illness. As we all know, it's a pandemic. It's a global pandemic. It's everywhere in the world. So, we are not the only person who is dealing with such things. So, unknowingly or knowingly, we all are suffering from some stress, some anxiety, depression, negative thoughts, or many other psychosomatic or psychological issues. Here we will discuss some of the psychological or psychiatric issues which should be keep in priority and have to be dealt with it or address or take a treatment of it. As we treat our health issues on a priority, we should give some priority to mental health as well. Psychology means a connection of your mind and body. So if your mind is very strong, your health will be better. You can fight against anything. You can lead your life strongly. So as the impact is very high on our daily basis, our brain is confused that what exactly happening, because we have certain habits which we are following from lots of years. From past many years we are following, and suddenly we have changed our habits. These things can create a confusion in our brain, which can be shown on your body or your mental health. To get out of all this confusion, brain and mind will take some time, and you have to help them to be on the proper place. So, knowing unknowingly, we face some problem related to mental health issues, and let us see what are the basic mental health issues we are facing, or people all over the world are facing. Most common thing, we all say that we all are in stress. So what is stress? Stress is nothing but a tension created in the brain. Your muscles get pulled up or they get stiff, which leads to headache, which leads to body ache and other psychosomatic disorder. We always say that बहुत stress है. Now we are facing a bad stress related to COVID-19 or related any issues at our home, at our place, at our workplace. But only by saying this is not going to help. You have to deal with the stress. You have to meditate. You have to keep on trying. Don't give up. And second issue, what most of the people are repeatedly reporting is anxiety. It is the most important part of a mental health issue, and as a practitioner, I am seeing these issues regularly. Anxiety is one of them. Fear of COVID leading to a illness anxiety disorder. Fear leads to anxiety. Fear can be of anything. Fear can be of death. Fear can be of losing your job. Insecurity. Fearing can lead to panic attacks. Anything. It can lead to a OCD. For example, obsession with the COVID-19 leading a anxiety, like checking your temperature or checking your oxygen saturation in the body, or continuously obsessed with a sanitizer use, can lead the obsession of a COVID-19 or a coronavirus, and which leads to raise your anxiety. These are some of the examples related to COVID-19, that is a virus. People are reporting obsessive anxiety having a corona in a higher level. People are also facing problem and insecurity of losing their jobs. The insecurity of losing job is if a person is earning more than a lakh, is now working half of it. So financial, the social, personal issues can lead to anxiety disorder, and it should be addressed on the priority. Treatments are available. You have to just give your hand. You have to just ask for a help. Third, most important thing is people are nowadays suffering from anxiety as well as depression. What is depression? A person when started avoiding people, started living alone, isolate themselves, or stop doing their regular work, not keeping perfect hygiene, not able to enjoy what he used to enjoy earlier. These are some of the symptoms of depression. Sadness and depression are the two different types. People mostly get confused between these two. Both are curable. Sadness is for time being. It can be for a days or a month. But depression is more deeper than the sadness. It takes time to recover. Depression can be because of losing job, that now what is my future? What will I do? My I have lost my post, or if I started working again, then I have to take a job which is lesser than my earlier post or earlier payment. Or losing their loved ones, like sudden death of someone in the house, or a family or a friends, can also make you depressed. Continuous negative thinking of a disease or related to your personal problems can lead to a depression. Some of the factors are leading or affecting your mental health is finance, your economic condition, that is social, that how will I face people, and why should I go outside. These are social issues. Insecurity of leading life in as a normal as you were living earlier. Insecurity of a job, insecurity of your relationship, breakups, or ending with a divorce, ending with someone's life can increase the depression itself. Many of us were working in a hospital or an office setup before COVID-19. Suddenly, everything is shut down, and we have to start working from home. Everything was locked down, and we were at home. It was very in initial days, it was a fun with the family. It was fun that everything is closed and now we are free to work as much as we can or as the way we want. But after some days, adjustment disorder, that is fourth point of our discussion, is adjustment disorder, is raised suddenly. For example, a person is working in the workplace. He is having his laptop, he is having his material with him, he is having everything nearby. Started working at home and finding difficulties. In this, people who were living together but not spending more than some hours, started living together for a 24 hours, 24/7. And after started living, differences created, which is human tendency. Work pattern has changed. Everything is in you get everything in your hand. This is the pattern of working right now. You people, everyone becoming very lethargic nowadays. We are we work whenever we want. We eat. Our routine has changed. We eat whenever we want. We sleep. We are not keeping a perfect routine of our day, which used to be earlier, and that is the problem with our mind, that we are not able to adjust anywhere because everything has been changed. So even the women's working at home, like our mother or a homemaker who earlier used to work alone at the home, like cooking food for children and a husband, or any other people in your family. Now her work has been increased. Lockdown is for us, not for her. Her work is increased. So to get adjusted towards such situation is difficult. Our expectations increased, that now we are at home, we are relaxed, and we will get whatever we want easily. But that leads to aggression, adjustment problem, agitation, and ultimately it ends with anger. All these things are because we are not used to adjust ourselves, and we don't have that habit of adjustment. Everything was in a routine, and the routine has been shattered down. In this lockdown, you won't believe, but it was a record that been reported that the domestic violence rate is increasing tremendously. Some of the women never raise their voice, so they are not reported. But if I am saying that record breaking, if the report is saying that record breaking reports are recorded in 3 or 4 months of a domestic violence and a divorce, just imagine that we cannot adjust in our family as well. So how much we are disturbed. We haven't to think of that if this thing is not happening, or if we are having this alternate option, how will we deal? We all are disturbed nowadays, and it is a human tendency. These things should be addressed on your priority. As children at the home, children in the home are also suffering from problem. We cannot ignore the children because they are also suffering from many issues. Previously, they used to go and play with their peers. They go for a school, the pattern is different. In school they used to play with the friends. After coming back, they used to go out for a play or for tuitions. Used to meet many other people, and so on. Now suddenly, these children are because of coronavirus or because of the infection are at home. And now, for some time, as there is no school, so children were very happy to see that. But ultimately, they get bored. Now their temper tantrums are increasing, which is ultimately affecting their parents. This can also lead to disturbing the family pattern, disturbance in family. So here we have to consider family issues as well. You have to sit and spend a quality time with your family. At least one meal you should take with your family, and one should take more care of your children, because they grasp very soon. We were trying to keep our children out of the screen, like laptop, like mobile phone. We were trying to distract them from that. But now our schools, our classes are on, everything is online. Unfortunately, what we were trying to do, I'm not against the online schooling, but what we were trying to do is to distract children from the screen, because their eyes, their frontal lobe is very sensitive. But now everything is easily available. The phone, laptop, TV are very easily available, and the screening time of our children is increasing, and that leads to the behavioral changes. School pattern earlier was different. They used to get a practical exposure to their studies, and now it's just online. So how much they are seriously taking their studies and how much they are grasping it is a big question. So we have to be very, very careful after this COVID-19 scenario, and whenever the school will get reopened, we have to be very careful about this. Behavioral issues for children are very hectic for parents who are living in nuclear family. Sitting at home and working or without work makes less mobility in your body. It will increase other health issues like obesity, diabetes, hypertension, thyroid, etc. Because your body is not enough to take this laziness, and it will create some problem. No mobility, no exercise, nothing will create a sleep disturbance, which people are facing nowadays. Insomnia or sleep disturbance is very common. Why our sleep is disturbed? The 4 things we have already discussed, and the thing is, more we are spending our time on screen. We are isolating ourselves at our home. No fresh air, nothing, and we are just sitting at the home and doing nothing. So if you are not tired enough, how will you get a sufficient sleep? So to make yourself tired, exercise daily. That will help you to keep yourself healthy, to keep your brain healthy. It will work. Apply your hobbies. Hobbies are the best friends at current situation. One of the most tragic, but it should be addressed. The rate of suicide is increased rapidly. Not only a lay person, but we are continuously seeing some news of suicide in TVs, news. We are aware of it. In COVID-19, many of people committed suicide. It's really very sad cases. Speak out. Suicide is not the option. Suicide is what exactly you are doing is like you are running away from the problems, which you should not do. Suicide is a impulse reaction to a temporary problem. Though it will be small, though it may be a big problem, but if there is a problem, there will be a solution. You have to search for it. You have to talk. If you are getting such negative thoughts in your mind, please share to someone. Please talk to your near and dear ones, loved ones. If you are not happy, just try to engage yourself somewhere. Have patience. Patience is a key of success. Patience will increase your threshold level, which will help you to increase your decision power. Lack of patience and lack of suppressing your lack of expressing your feelings can lead to these negative thoughts. I understand the situation is very bad outside. Everyone is in problem, but think twice before acting on your thoughts. Is this the only problem you have faced in your entire life? No. There were many other problems, or not you, but any other people have suffered through it. But some of the other time we try to take out our solution and we deal with it. Think of that scenario or that problem which you have already dealt with it. Anything can happen anytime. It's not in our hand. What is in our hand is to act properly, to think properly. For that, you have to be mentally strong. As I said earlier, your mind should be very strong. As you know, our brain is only your brain is managing all your body parts. So when our brain is positive, it will send a positive message to your body, and ultimately you will feel happy. Try to give instruction to yourself whenever you came across or whenever you find such a situation where you get such thoughts of suicide. Suicide tendency can be because of social media, as we are seeing only negative things and only bad things in social media. Not everything is bad, but the negative thing is the only thing which is very targeted and very focused. We never see the we never see the recovery rate of COVID-19 patients. We always focused on what are the death rates of a COVID patients. If we started focusing on positive things, nothing is there, like everything is negative, it's not the truth. There is some points which are very positive. See that. Learn something from social media. Don't only read a negative news. Negative news should be like for your information, not for attention. Give attention to those which need the attention. News, as we are seeing, news are full of toxic news. They are less informative but more depressive. Stop giving attention to such news. Fake forwards, they are also very dangerous. It's a rumor. Rumor can create an anxiety. Rumor can create panic attacks, and unfortunately, ultimately, your negative thought increases, and some of the thoughts are so sensitive that it may occur with a horrible thought like suicide. You have to take care what you have to take and what you have to just left. Excessive use of screen. Continuous use of screen will affect on your frontal lobe, because your eyes is near about your frontal lobe, which limits your vision, and which ultimately give a problem to your eyesight. Drug abuse or alcohol can also leads to a suicide. This is a very horrible condition in our India, that people die due to suicide, and majority of the suicide, the reason behind it is alcohol or drugs. There are other things related to their personal problems, they are related to their mental health issues, their financial issues. But drugs and alcohol is a foremost and a prominent reason of suicide. Drugs, these all things makes you mentally ill. Is it really necessary to consume all these things? Will it help you to reduce your stress? Think about it. Introspect yourself, and then come to the conclusion. Substance abuse are the most important factor that should be addressed, and which leads to all the mental health and the suicidal tendency, or we can say the suicidal thoughts. As we have already discussed the things which is related to mental health issues which should be addressed, and now we will just summarize the things. I will give you some points like what the lecture I have given till now. We will summarize it in a point wise. Here is some short causes of mental health issues which should be considered and treated in this COVID-19 scenario. So what are they? Socio-economic repercussions. They are the socio-economic status of a life for a person is very important. So you have to be accept the situation, that this situation is not only with me, it's a global, it's everywhere in the world. Some measures such as social distancing, containment measures such as social distancing, quarantine, isolation. These are things which we have never faced earlier, which leads to anxiety, confusion, depression, and all the negative thoughts. But we have to deal with it. Just understand what you have to do in the quarantine center. You can meditate, you can introspect yourself. There are many other things that you can do. Third is continuous feeling of tension or a worry, which makes you which makes the physical changes and increase your blood pressure and temperature and dizziness. Infodemic, that is of information from medical news and fear of growing of pandemic. As I have discussed earlier, that we concentrate more over the negative things, not on the positive things. How many patients are recovered? How many patients are successfully cured from the corona? We are not giving more attention to them. What we do is giving attention to the death rate, which is very negative, which will gives you negative effect. So stop watching such news and stop giving attention, which this increase the fear and the anxiety. Repeated thoughts, which are often accompanied with other physical problems, like all the negative thoughts, and it will lead to a headache or any psychosomatic disorder like a backache, headache, body ache, any other things like feeling of nausea, feeling of like I'm having a corona, I'm suffering from simple nowadays simple sneezing can make you feel tense. That if a person is sneezing or coughing, we think that the person is suffering from corona. No, it can be a weather change, it can be a other problem like malaria, pneumonia, or simple viral because of weather change, anything. So don't be so impatient or so judgmental about the other things. Situation will change gradually. Let us see some of the point that how to overcome from all these things, all these negative aspects. Accept the situation is the most important. That this pandemic is going to last for a longer time. This is global problem. This is not only with me. This is with everyone. This is going to be with us for a long time. We have to take a precaution. Accept the situation. Okay, fine. We have to deal with it. I have to take a precaution, and I have to start working. We cannot sit idle and we cannot wait for a virus to go. We have to start something, but for that you have to take some precautionary measures. Set a safety plans. Limit yourself in a personal hygiene. Like don't be so obsessed. Like don't be so obsessed with a sanitizer that if you are touching here, washing your hand, touching there, washing your hand, doing something, going for a bath, anything you should avoid. But safety measures should be taken, like using mask, sanitizing yourself, keeping yourself hygienic, and many more things like keeping social distancing. We are having many friends on our Facebook, Instagram profile. We indirectly virtual. This is a social distancing with them. Then why can't we follow this in the real life? It's just that you have to be connected with the people, but you just have to maintain some distance. That's it. You can do that. Stay relaxed. Take precautionary methods. Stay relaxed with the meditation. Do yoga. Do hobbies. Cultivate your hobbies. Create or increase your creativity, I will say. And update yourself by reading good books, good articles, and take a good and positive things from them. It will be helpful in your career, if it is related to your career, if it is related to your job, if it is related to your studies. It will be help you in every way. So keep updating yourself, keep doing some of the other courses which are available online. It will help you to spend the time, and it will be a very healthy time. Stay connected with your dear and near ones. A person you love someone. Spend family time, spend a quality time. I know there will be differences, there will be some arguments. Try to sort out calmly, because this is not the situation as earlier. So everybody has their own choice, has their own thoughts. Respect each other's thought. Respect their thoughts, respect their decisions, respect their choices. So you have to listen to others, and then you can put your opinion. Stay together, discuss the thing. Don't discuss any arguments or argumental topic while eating or while taking dinner or before going to sleep. You have to be very careful about this. do something different which you want to do in your life, and in course of lifetime the thing is left behind. Like if you want to dance, if you want to start learning singing, or anything which you want to learn, start cultivating that hobbies or the things. It will help you to spend a fantastic time in all this scenario. This time will also go. Again, everything will be, I will not say everything will be like earlier, but there will be a new norms. It already applied. Most important, don't feel ashamed to seek help from others. If there is any of the negative thoughts in your mind, just ventilate. Talk to someone. If you are not ready to talk, sketch something. The negativity will come out. Talk to someone, talk to your near one, talk to dear one, cultivate your hobbies, start painting, take a mindfulness efforts, and whatever you are doing, do it by mindfulness. You can do that. While sleeping, avoid screen, avoid discussing about coronavirus or anything which gives you a stress. Drink lots of water, have a good meal, healthy meal. Take all precautions, but do not get obsessed with that. And the important part of my lecture, don't feel ashamed to seek help from professions. We all are trained in these things. If you feel that people can be a bias or judgmental, and that's why you are not ventilating your negative thoughts, it will suppress the thoughts inside you, and it will hurt you, and it will create all the things which we have already discussed. So if you discuss these things with a professional, or with a psychologist, with a counselors, or some social workers, they will definitely help. Just by talking with someone can give you the solution. When we talk, we give our thoughts, and from that thoughts we can take out our solution. Many a times it gets slips from our mind, but when we talk or when we express something, there is a chances that you will get the solution. If you are in a pressure, if you are in a depression, if you are feeling very anxious, if you are not okay with it, it's okay not to be okay. You are a human being. Seek a help from a profession. Your everything what you want to tell will be very confidential. It is a protocol that we have to keep everything in a confidential way. We are trained in that direction, that we will give you the therapies, or we will take you in that direction. You have to take your own decision, but we will be there with you for a time, and we will guide you. So at the end, I want to say, just focus on your good health. Time will change. Take a good precautions. Don't be so obsessed. Don't think negative. Take something positive from everything, and be happy. While thinking negative, you can change your thought in a positive direction. You can instruct yourself. Thank you for now, and thank you so much for listening to me. Please do take care of yourself. Be positive. Take care. Thank you.